Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Ranjit and today I would be showing you some of my Excel knowledge that I have. So today we would be going through some of the Excel introduction and some of the basic topics that is listed in front of you in the video. Conditional formatting, filters, sorting, hyperlinks, text columns, remove duplicates, and validation. The reason I have selected these topics is because these are more widely used with everyone. And okay, before I begin some practical sessions on Excel, I would like you to have a brief idea of what the look and feel is all about. So in Excel we find this type of ribbon. So people who have used Excel 2003 or older versions might have seen that you get to see menus which are drop downs. When you click on the file menu, you will get a whole list of menu items in 2003. However, post 2007, that is 2007 and onwards, Microsoft has replaced those menus with ribbons. And this is what a ribbon is all about. Now, these things that you are seeing here is called groups, where all related tasks or commands are placed. Thus, you see the paragraph written below it. These are the commands in which you will find related tasks. Okay, you might be wondering that I'm showing you the PowerPoint presentation, a PowerPoint right now, and how can I tell you that this is in Excel? So, all of the Microsoft products now, like MS Excel, Outlook, PowerPoint, or Access, they have the same look and feel. Anyways, now I would open a sample Excel and show you how to work on these. Now what I can do is I can open Excel from the recently used menu list, like you see here, or I can scroll down to Microsoft Office 2013. For me, it could be different with other users, so I can click Excel 2013 from here. Alternatively, I can type it in the search bar and it will open Excel 2013 for me. So I will click here and by default Excel opens up. Great. Okay, as soon as Excel opens, you can see a few templates over here which are calendar, budget and all. However, we would be concentrating on a blank workbook so that we can write in whatever we wish to. When a workbook opens up, you may see these A, B, C, D alphabets. These are called columns. The numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are called rows. So as I was mentioning earlier, the older versions, so the people who have used the older versions would be knowing that Excel 2003 and above it contain just 65,536 rows in all. But post Excel 2007, Microsoft has introduced 1,48,576 rows. You can write in all the rows. However, that depends upon your computer's memory. If the memory is less, I'm sorry, you cannot. But if you have enough memory, you can write till 1,48,000. Okay, now coming to the sheets. By default, we have just one sheet here. However, in the older versions, there were 3 sheets available here by default. Now we can change it to 3 sheets as well. For this we go to the file menu, click on options, and here where there's written include this many sheets, change it to whatever you wish to 3. Even if I click OK, this would not take effect, because this will take effect only when Excel is reopened. So for now I would not be doing it and leave it for you guys to do practice. And this is the formula bar, wherein whatever I type here would be visible there in the formula bar. Now if I want to edit this and remove this odd man out from here, so I can simply go to the formula bar and remove it. Alright, so these are some introductory things. Now I guess you all know about this, the fonts and all. So now let me move on to certain basic commands which I have noted down for you. So first we would be covering conditional formatting, which again is an essential part of any Excel user. Okay, so for that I would be writing a formula and between say 1 to 20. Now what this formula does is it picks up random numbers between the lowest number 1 and the highest number 20. Now it has picked up 14 and I will drag it to some rows, and now you see it has put random numbers in it. Now we were talking about conditional formatting. When I go to conditional formatting and say I highlight cell rules and greater than say 10, light red with dark red text. Similarly I can go and highlight cell rules which are less than 10. There would be green fill. So now you can see just 10 is left because I did not specify less than equal to or greater than equal to. So I will again go to conditional formatting, I will highlight cell rules equal to 10, and that is yellow. So now you see all of them are formatted. Similarly you can also see that there are other commands between equal to, duplicate values, top and bottom rows and all. However, I will leave this for you to practice. Now I have put conditional formatting here, but now I want to remove it to be ready for the next session or something. So I will just go to clear rules from selected cells, and all rules will be cleared up. So that was about conditional formatting. Now we come to filters and advanced filters. Now filtering data is a quick and easy way to find and work with subset of data in a range of cells or table. So filtering, as you can simply understand, when we filter tea leaves out of prepared tea, the leaves are filtered out and only the liquid remains in the cup or glass. Similarly, to filter some data we use filters. Let me explain it by an example. Say let me label this number, and now I go to the data tab and I apply filters. And similarly, like we did earlier, greater than 10. So all the numbers which are greater than 10 are listed over here, and the numbers which are less than 10 are not deleted, they are just hidden from you. So you can clear filter from number and they will be highlighted again. Now I also put category over here, and say I put a formula. If it's less than 10, then give me low, else give me high. Now what this formula does is it will first compare these cell A2 is less than 10 or not. If it is less than 10, it will give me low, else it will give me high. This is what I want. So I will click it, I will double click it till the bottom. Let me tell you how to. So I will not click on this cursor or this cursor. I will click when my cursor is like a fill handle. So I will double click it and it goes to the bottom till the adjacent cells. Now I will let me copy category and high over here. Oh, it was a formula. So it is automatically changed. So what I will do is I will copy this entire range and paste as values so that there is no formula in it. Now I'll copy the first two things and paste it here. Now I'm going to explain you about advanced filters. So when you click advanced filters and say let me take the table range of this, let me copy it to another location. What is the criteria? My criteria will be categories is high, so it will let us say it copies to J1. Do you want unique records? I leave it for you. So if you want unique records, you can click on this, click on OK, and all the categories which are high are copied over here. So this is advanced filtering. I hope you understand. Okay, now let me come back to my presentation and let me see the next topic, which is sorting. Sorting again is in the same group as filters. So if I click on this column and say I click A to Z, it will filter smallest to largest. Say I continue with the current selection, it has filtered number as smallest to largest without any change in category. However, when I click A to Z and I say expand the selection, it will sort the numbers, but it will keep in mind the categories as well. So categories will also change according to what the numbers are. Now when I select both of them and go to this small square over here, it gives me a drop down menu where I can select anything, number or category. So if I select category, it knows it is a string, so it says A to Z, and if I select number, it knows it is number, so smallest to largest. I can click OK and it will happen the same way as it happened earlier, so I will not waste time going through that. Now coming to hyperlinks. Well, hyperlinks, as you guys know, are links to another location or another address. Let me show you hyperlinks. I will go to the Insert tab and this group links contains hyperlink. I will click on hyperlink and it says in the existing file or place in this document, create a new document or point to an email address. I will place in this document itself. Go to A1. As soon as I click OK, this high turns up blue with an underline. Now the difference you see, when I put my cursor on this high, the cursor is a plus sign. However, when I take my mouse here, it this or the cursor turns out to be a small hand. That means there is a link over here, and it's written that this link is pointing out to sheet 1 A1. When I click on hi, the cursor by default goes to A1. Now instead of doing that, I will click on hyperlink again and say this time let me go to an existing file. I will go to updates, so it takes the address, and when I click OK, now this text is pointing out to that location. So when I click on this, it will open up that particular file. So let me give it a few seconds, and the file has come up. So this opens the file. So it can be particularly useful when once I have specified it here, the next time when I open Excel, it will be there. So I can simply open the file from here, like we are going to point to any template or anything. Now, next we come to text to columns. So what is text to columns? So it converts your text. Use the convert text to columns wizard to separate simple cell content such as first names and last names into different columns. So like you have first names and last names into the same column, we can use text to columns to separate it into a different column. So let me show you with an example. Say I have my name over here, Anil Sharma, Vijay Verma. Say I have these three names. Now you see the first name and last name are concatenated or in one cell. So I will select them, go to data and click on text to columns, go to the delimited option, click on next, and here I will select the delimiter, which is space in this case. Click on next and click on finish. So you see the first names and the last name are separated, right? Now we will move on to the next topic highlighted over here, which is remove duplicates. As the name suggests, it removes duplicate values from a given cell or a given column. Say I select this column you see 13 is duplicate and 17 is also duplicate. So when I click on remove duplicates, it will just remove those values which are duplicate and only unique values remain over here. Got it? It's a pretty simple thing. And then we move on to validation, which is called data validation in Excel. You use validation to control the type of data or the values that users enter into a cell. Now, if say I have built in a sheet for my company and I have certain users who are entering data into it. Now I want to restrict that users can enter only numbers into it, or they cannot enter strings. So I will use data validation for it. Let me click this and let me go to data and click on validation. It says right now user can enter any value. However, I will restrict him to enter only whole number greater than, say, 0. So user can enter any number here, 56, 999 or anything, but cannot enter any name or any string. It says the value he entered is not valid. Similarly, if I go to data validation, the most important thing which is useful for everyone is list. In list, I will give the source. Say I want the user to enter only these 3 names. I will right now, let me leave it as it is. So you can see a drop down where these 3 names are available only, and he can select one of them. If the user tries to enter anything else, an error will be thrown. Now this error is by default Excel's error. The user has restricted values that can be entered into a cell. However, we can have our own error here. Just go to the error message and type here, enter only the given names. We'll click OK, and when a user tries to enter any other name, it will give the error, enter only the given names. So by doing this, you can show that yes, you have built in or Excel, or you have done something to Excel, that it is following your commands. Right guys, with this we come to an end of this session, and well, I hope you did like my video. If you did, please do not forget to click like below this video and click on subscribe to get regular updates whenever I update my video, and click on the bell icon so that you are notified whenever a new video is uploaded. Thank you so much guys for today's session. See you in the next session. Bye.